like that. What did she say? What did she say? Oh no, she did. No, she did. Hush now, I'm trying to eavesdrop. 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 Welcome everyone to Mahogany Voices podcast. I'm your host Tish, along with my co-host friends.
Hey everybody.
Hey, Cynthia here. Hey, Tracy. How you doing?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm
Okay.
ready.
Wait, Tracy is back and she is ready.
What is happening here?
You know, she's excited. That's what's going on.
Curls is doing something.
I was ready to say, you want these curls or you want your Jack? That's it. Her Janet Jackson is
Janet
coming out.
Jackson today.
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
Okay.
I'll never tell.
That's Miss
Joanne,
Jackson.
are
You
you
know I'll
okay?
never tell. I don't even know what I'm at. I don't know what I'm in today. What?
Joanne, it's not the Twilight Zone. Just know that.
That's Miss
I
Jackson.
see all this.
Joanne is
Yeah,
like,
jump
what
in.
is
Just jump
happening?
in. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? I mean, there's some new stuff going on today.
Change is
Over
good.
to one side.
Roll with the punches.
I know she got the
Gotta-
tilt going on, and
We got the curls down here in the corner doing some off the wall stuff.
Got
I
my
don't
little
know. We
That's
just gonna
our
go
alter
with the
ego.
flow today. Yeah, everything coming out. Don't know what y'all gonna do today. But how y'all doing? Hey.
Well,
I'm a-
welcome everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our podcast today. Thank you for tuning in to last week's podcast, which was
Self-care.
it was self-care. It's self-care, selfish.
No, not at all.
And if you didn't get to check it out, go on over to your favorite podcast platform or our YouTube channel and check it out so you can see what we were talking about. So we're going to check in with the ladies and see what's been going on this week, on this weekend. Hey, ladies, how was your
oh goodness
weekend?
gracious.
Wonderful.
Hey, it was a blast. I got a chance to celebrate my sister's 52nd birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Kim.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Kim.
Kim. Birthday, Kim.
It was
Happy birthday.
so funny.
Okay.
So the first thing you have to do is take a blue shot when you go in. Y'all know that was like the first and last thing I had to drink.
What kind of shot?
It was blue, and I can't say the name of it. So,
You had to drink it or you had to have it injected in your arm?
I don't want to go to that part.
what is
That
what's
sounds
going on
like-
with Joanne?
Right. she trying to fit in, but
I
she
ain't gonna
no, she trying to fit in, but she didn't create another lane.
that I can't
You
even
had to
drive
take a
in.
shot?
I'm a pull
I
over.
know. I
Peter.
gotta ask Cynthia Tish because
You
Cynthia
gotta
was
go
so
in another
calm.
lane.
Well,
It
you
was-
know that's not
Don't even
Cynthia.
try to hide that.
That's Cindy.
Joanne. No, it's Miss Cindy.
Oh, okay.
Noted. Noted.
Joanne, the only kind of party I know to go to when you taking shots is in the throat. Drink it down quick.
Oh,
Not
So-
that far in the throat. No.
oh.
So
So now you can't say the name because it's trademark, or you can't say the name because you don't cuss.
because I don't cuss. It was
Oh,
I don't know the beginning of it, but the end of the drink
But
was
you call
called
yourself Miss Cindy.
MF. MF. I mean, I could say it, but then I don't want to lose subscribers. So no, it was, I can't remember the actual name,
cannot.
but the last part of it said it was the something MF. You gotta ask Kim, I don't know.
It was a blue mother. Shut your mouth.
Hey, there you go. But I don't know the beginning of it. The end part that you had, that's it.
good. Was it
You gotta
good?
shut your mouth. It
Or
was
was it
good.
good?
It didn't have a real serious taste, and that's why I woke up with a headache, because it's the kind that
Oh.
just mess your head up. So it didn't get you drunk. It just gave me a headache. It was
You
sweet.
wanted to get drunk?
It was good. It was sweet, but it wasn't no.
Was
I
that the
mean,
only
it was a
shot you?
party.
The only thing you had to drink?
Well, I had a
Miss Cindy.
fuzzy
You're
navel.
terrible.
A fuzzy navel ain't do nothing.
They
for me. That's
still
no
make
juice.
them?
No, I made it. I made it myself.
Oh, girl. I ain't heard a fuzzy navel since the 80s.
Yeah.
That's where I
It's
was. I
all
was in
coming
the
out
80s.
now.
I was in the
Miss
80s.
Cindy.
That's the one
So
That's the one Joanne ain't never meet.
Miss Cindy.
Which one?
Fuzzy
JoJo.
navels.
Yes, you got problem with that?
What in the
No,
world?
I only asked you because I was like, you said that the shot gave you a headache. It could have been.
It did. No,
multiple
it was. That's the only thing I really hate.
It was that fuzzy.
things. Yeah, you had
Mm.
fuzzy navel.
That don't do nothing for me. So I know that wasn't a headache because I can drink the whole bottle and it does nothing. So.
That's why your body amazing.
That's it. Immune to it.
Mm. Mm.
But it was fun. Of course, they wanted to play our Mahogany After Dark game.
Think not.
And then we had to do karaoke. You had to sing.
Oh, okay.
But it was fun. It was fun. And
Okay.
afterwards, we attempted to walk through the casino.
Mm.
Oh,
Attempted because people had to hold Mimi hand. So
oh,
it's
okay.
like, somebody get her hand. So, but
Oh,
it was fun. It was
well,
fun.
that's good. That's good.
Well, happy birthday, Kim.
Yeah.
Yes,
Kim is our most favorite listener. She said,
I
"You know, I
know.
was listening.
Right.
You know, I heard what you said. I heard what you said." So, but it was nice.
Awesome
That's
sauce.
good.
Mhm.
I
Goodness
did.
me, yeah.
What did I do this week? I did get together with a couple of my friends yesterday that I haven't seen in a while to celebrate one of them. But that was indoors.
Okay.
um, I've been really trying to just stay away from these cicadas for some reason. I guess it's the temperature
Ugh.
being so high.
Mm.
The
Yep.
cicadas have gone crazy.
Yep. They're
Mhm.
so daggone loud.
Oh
It's
my
ridiculous.
goodness. And they
And
just
disrespectful.
everywhere. So yeah, I can't.
Mhm.
I don't even know what week we on and how many weeks we have left with them, but I'm just ready for them to go.
Ready for
The
them
whole
to
month of
be
June.
gone.
Yeah.
I hung out with my granddaughters this weekend. My granddaughter turned 15, my oldest granddaughter.
Oh
She
wow.
turned 15.
Wow. Oh
It was
my
such a blessing. I
goodness.
totally enjoyed them. I learned how to do that. My people watching skills were not up to par. They taught me some new shopping techniques, some new foods to eat. It was just so nice seeing things from a different generation's point of view. I just let them lead as they
Okay.
spent my money, but I just totally enjoyed my grands this weekend.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Oh.
nice.
Yay.
That's nice.
Oh.
What I did, I had a busy weekend. Well, of course, it's graduation time. Y'all know I celebrate everybody's kids and cousins, and everybody's preparing for graduation. These
Mhm.
little proms that families have made their own. So I've been like
Mhm.
running
A lot
from
of those.
dawn to dusk, like
Mhm.
almost every day. But everything has been so pretty. I think we're on our last week right now. My little cousin Corey. So I can't believe Tanisha's daughter, Tanisha,
Oh
about to have a
wow.
graduate going to college. So
Oh
it's
wow.
Wow.
exciting. Just getting her prepared to
Oh.
graduate this week. Because her mother is like, oh, oh, I was like,
Oh.
it's okay. Calm
Oh.
down. Um, and I hung out with
Oh.
some of my friends. We had a icebreaker thing at the church. Church is starting to open back up, so we got together yesterday, the leaders, and we went bowling for a little while.
All
And
right. I
then
like
I
those.
went out with one of my girlfriends. I'm gonna talk about that a little later. Um,
Okay. Yeah.
with one of those too. So it was happy ending to like a whole lot of busyness. And then today went to church, but I slept. I had to take a real nap. I
Mm.
was like,
Oh,
Oh, a nap
tired.
will bless you. A nap will bless you.
Mhm.
It
absolutely.
might not have been long, but it felt so good. I was like, I just need to lay it down.
Refresh. Yeah, sometimes you gotta just refresh and reset.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Talk about some energy to go back to my grandchildren. Yeah, I'm her. My grandson plays flag football. He's 4 years old. Y'all want to see the funniest thing is to see a bunch of babies run around trying to grab each other's flag, and then they start running the wrong way, and
Oh
then
my goodness.
they supposed to be not tackling but grabbing the flag, and they start wrestling each other, the little boys,
Oh,
and they had three girls
All
on the
right now.
team. I
Mhm.
was like, yay, girls.
oh,
And I mean, they were just out there like mixing it up. It was so funny just watching them just run around, just trying to grab each other's flag, call themselves getting a touchdown, running the wrong way. And the fathers was out there going berserk, trying to get them to play the game the right
Oh
way.
my.
And they kept falling down, just rustling all over each other. I was like, this is good. I remember my teen mom days, but it was just so
Oh
refreshing.
That's
yeah.
Just talking about
I
like all
miss
that
them.
energy and stuff. I
that's
was like,
gotta be the cutest
it
thing.
was so
These
much fun.
little
Oh, it
short
was the
people,
cutest
the
thing.
little short
Oh, they
people with
so
the big
little.
helmets, just
They supposed to be running. They out there doing backward flips, wrestling,
Oh
playing
my
tag,
goodness.
chasing each other, fighting. It was just like all that energy, all in these
mm-hmm,
little teeny weeny bodies. It was just good. I had
Mhm.
fun.
mm-mm.
Oh. Remember, Joanne,
Needed
we
a
tried to
nap.
get on the boys lacrosse team.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
You know nothing about it. I
That
tried it,
that
work
was
out.
where I had to stop. Nope. Mm-mm.
I just
Yeah,
She
she
watched.
tried
could
to have us
not.
join all kinds of
She
sports.
couldn't. That was
I done had the
one I
basketball, flip my
knew
finger
that wasn't
backwards.
going to convince
Wait a
me.
minute, I
Mm-mm,
can't do this stuff.
I was like,
mm-mm,
it was a girl that played for Northern. I was like, well, why can't we
mm-mm,
play?
mm,
But they wouldn't let us play. We were
Yeah.
standing
mm-mm,
out in the rain cheering them on.
Trying
mm.
to
Like
get on
that.
the team.
Yes.
I
I'm a
watched.
supporter. Let me
Yes.
do this.
But yeah,
Oh, them
but
little
yeah,
girls, them little girls were playing. They had a good time too.
that is so cute though.
With their little bows in their hair. It was so cute.
Oh.
That was
Aw.
me. I was like, oh. Get off the field, miss. Get off the field. I say some things never change. That's what I told my son.
But I'm
I
their
said, keep
biggest
things
supporter.
go in a circle.
Mm.
Mhm.
Girl,
My
yeah, because when
grandson,
my
he was
son
running like,
played.
look at me, my mom. I was like, you go.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And that's so funny because that's something they will never forget.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Seeing
And then they're
people
going
on
to
the
keep saying it
sideline.
to you. They're going to keep saying
Mm-hmm.
it to you. Did you see me, mama?
Yep.
I was
Mm-hmm.
running.
It's so funny. And his
That is
coach
cute.
is actually his grandfather's classmate. They went to high
Oh
school together.
wow.
So
Mm.
it's just like a big old circle. My
Wow.
son was out there just cheering and running with them. It was nice.
Oh.
I know we have all these awe moments, but I was just like,
Yeah.
that's my boy. That's my
I remember when my kids played T-ball. I was their coach. I was I was
grandson. Okay,
I was
Sophie.
Kevin's coach for the first year, and then Jasmine joined the team. If she wasn't the slowest thing, and she was on the lineup right after Kevin. I mean, right before Kevin, he would be on her heels. But it's just so funny watching. It's like,
Mhm,
go, run. Would end up with no voice at the end and
mhm.
Mhm.
all of that cheering. And
See,
I mean,
Cynthia, that makes me feel so proud because if it hadn't have been for me encouraging you to get on the
oh,
softball team, you wouldn't even thought
listen,
about being
Linda.
the coach. You were the coach.
Listen,
Listen,
Linda.
Linda,
That was
listen.
totally different. I couldn't be the coach at Forest Park.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying, but that interests you enough to say, let me be the coach.
Prepared you.
I know that's right.
Look,
I'm so proud.
look in my face.
The eyebrow went up. Y'all see that?
It wasn't Miss Cindy.
I, I'm rocking now. I'm
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
rocking.
That's
No,
that
but
time.
you
That's
know,
that time.
just never thought about doing that when I was, coming up. But when they started, it was just so much fun.
It was.
It was so much fun. Our first year,
Fun.
we lost every single game.
But y'all
it
had
didn't
fun.
matter.
We had fun. So we came back and did
Yeah.
it the second year. Second year, we got better. We ain't win every game because there was some kids on there. We wanted to see birth certificates. And
Oh
then
yeah.
and then
Well,
the
that's always
third
the
year,
issue.
and then the third year, we were unstoppable, and they wanted to see our birth certificates. I was like, don't play that now. Y'all done seen us year after year come up. Oh, yeah, because them boys they got stronger. They were sucking that ball. I mean, it's like, that's how it feels to win. What?
I know that's right.
I'm telling
Well, if
you.
anybody even won this game on Saturday, I don't even know.
Y'all don't even
I
know.
I don't even know.
They ain't even keep score. Just go ahead and run.
They may have.
Play
I
the
know. I know
game.
the father. Look, I know the father's did, but I
Oh,
didn't.
well,
I don't
yeah,
know
I'm
what
sure
y'all.
they did.
Mm-mm-mm.
But yeah, it was a good weekend.
That's good.
Well, good. I'm glad y'all had a great weekend. Accumulating some memories for your families.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so we're gonna move on over. Cynthia has a word of inspiration for us
Oh,
tonight.
right. Our
The mo-
mem.
Yes.
Our mahogany inspirational moment. And this quote comes from Maya Angelou. It's called Do What You Love. And it says, and that's so interesting because I guess I loved baseball a little bit. I put it in my kids. Thank you, Letitia. But it said, her quote goes as follows: you can only become truly accomplished at something you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things you love doing and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off you. Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
You know,
Absolutely.
and
That's
it's
good
so
stuff.
often people just hate doing what they do, but they just stay there and they do it anyway. You know, nobody gonna pay you no mind because you're just gonna keep complaining. So if you do what you love, and people they're gonna see your passion. You know, they're gonna see your passion, they're gonna hear your passion, they're gonna feel your passion, they're gonna follow you.
Yeah.
And like,
Exactly.
you know, you see that a lot on Instagram, people with all of these followers and
yes.
things like that because people are following their passion.
Finally.
You know,
Mhm.
yes, doing what you love.
Yeah.
You know,
As
yeah.
my girlfriend
Shine
Oprah
bright like a
always
diamond.
said, do what you love and the money will come.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't focus on that money like that quote said. You just do what you love and
Mm-hmm.
you know, it will create the abundance for your life, you know.
Yeah. Mm.
So
I just think
yeah, I
that we
love
need to
that.
be reminded of that because we get so
Absolutely.
caught up in the cycle of work, work, money,
Right.
and you forget why you were there or why you started a particular career or career path or
Right.
just a path.
And it takes patience too. You know,
Mhm.
it takes
Lord have mercy.
patience. Mm.
You'll
Hmm.
And
never make all the money, but you can always do your passion and be
yes.
fulfilled.
Absolutely.
Always.
Mm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, well thank you for
Mm.
that, Cynthia. I really like that. That's
Oh,
right
you're
up my
welcome.
alley.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. You always go for your passion. It's
Yeah.
like
Yes.
I got 10 jobs, man. I got 10 jobs. Tommy, you ain't got no job, but you
But
got a passion.
absolutely. So yeah, so we're gonna
Mhm.
move on over to and let these voices speak for themselves. And Tracy is gonna lead us tonight in the conversation. What we talking about, Tracy?
Okay, ladies, are you ready?
Let me
Are you
hold
ready?
on.
Hold
This is
on
a little
tight.
different for us, but change is good. Have
Mhm.
you, would you, ladies and gentlemen, date someone who has been incarcerated or currently incarcerated? What are your thoughts? I've met
Mm.
a few people who have dated men who have been incarcerated or currently incarcerated, and they seem to be doing okay. I've one particular individual, the guy came home after 20 years and she supported him the entire time. He came home, he stayed with her for a good 6 months, and I think she was sort of trying to control things because she was used to controlling the situation a little bit. But he moved out and got his own place.
Mm.
Told her he needed to grow and to learn after 20 years, and they're no longer together. She was completely heartbroken. Excuse me,
Mm.
heartbroken. She didn't think that he was going to leave her. She thought after all the conversations that they were going to be together. But I told her, he has to come out and relearn how to reinstate himself back into this way of living. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
she was completely heartbroken. He has moved on with another person, and she's sort of still wallowing in her pity. Now, I know of another young lady who seems to be doing pretty good. She likes the way things are set up. She knows where he is. He doesn't
Right.
necessarily know where she is, but they seem to have a good relationship. She visits a couple times a month. He supports her emotionally via the
Hmm.
phone or through their visits, and it seems to be going okay. I've heard that
Hmm.
on via television how there are some women who prefer to date men who are in jail. What are your thoughts?
Mm.
I mean, I
I'm
definitely
thinking
could
about the
see. Oh, I definitely can see, and that's what will be my question to the women
Hmm.
that
And men, because there are some men who stay loyal to their women who go and who are
well, women
incarcerated.
specifically for what I'm about to say,
Hmm.
because women with the type of insecurities that we tend to have, um, having that somewhat control where someone is incarcerated, you know where they at all times, and you don't have that worry about if they're out there doing something, so to speak.
Right.
Um, so I can see women, falling into that for that reason,
Hmm.
and you just got to be really careful though, because they always talk about the jail talk. They'll
Hmm.
talk a certain way
Mm-hmm.
while they behind bars to get what they want.
Hmm.
And a lot of times women with those insecurities fall prey to that because
Hmm.
they are preying on those type of women.
Right. And they
Um,
become a
Yeah.
big emotional support for them as well because maybe she's not feeling the greatest about herself. She's not, he or she aren't, they're not meeting anybody, they're not dating, but this person calls on a regular. Some of them
oh,
are even
absolutely.
able to, through whatever means they are, help pay bills. It becomes an emotional. However, I do know someone who asked me to send them a book because, of course, I've had family members who were incarcerated, and it's called oh man, I forgot the name. It's a book, um, how to manipulate a woman, basically, to get her to do what you want. There's a book, and
Hmm.
I refused to send the book. I know this person. He actually was dating three women while he was in jail. All of them, at the same time,
Okay.
and each person played their part. Two knew, one didn't. But I mean, this went on for a matter of over a period of 20 years, and it seemed
Wow.
to it worked for him. I
Well,
don't
what
know how the
about,
ladies felt about it.
well, I was thinking about when you were talking about the one that was when the guy was in there for 20 years.
Hmm.
Um, and they had a relationship the entire 20 years. Um, for her to just be able to adjust now that I held on and I waited for 20 years, and all of a sudden that time that I held out for you is no longer valuable,
Right.
you know. That's
So was that her fault or was that his fault? I mean, plenty of
I
us have told her to move on. Plenty of us have told her to move on or date while he's there, but
and she
he was
didn't.
able to. She tried, but I'm gonna say she chose simply not to date anyone else.
Mm.
Even when they weren't on
Something kept
speaking terms, she did not date anyone else.
something kept
That
her
was her.
committed to him.
Well, he was in her
Hmm.
head, an emotional
Yeah,
support.
yeah.
He was
Something
an
kept her
emotional
attached.
20 years. So
Yeah.
now she
Yeah, I mean,
feels
you got
like
to
she's
hold.
wasted 20 years, but that was your choice.
Yeah, you got to hold adults accountable for their actions. Like
Hmm.
nobody held a gun to your head to say you
Hmm.
have to do this.
True.
Like I
Hmm.
said, a lot of women are insecure, and that's what they cling to because it's some sort of
Security blanket.
control,
Hmm.
that they have over the
Hmm.
relationship because he's not going anywhere.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And then when he comes out, it's like they're so clingy because now maybe I might lose control because he can go places that,
Oh yeah.
I can't follow him around. So,
Mhm.
and then like I said, I can see, so now you too much. Like you won't give me space, so I need my own space,
Oh yeah. It's a
but
brand new world out here
yeah,
for him.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
But I
and
mean, we hear it all the time that women get manipulated, but they just don't think it's going to happen to them,
yeah,
Hmm.
you
but
know.
and I was thinking about something you said, Tish. They're not worried about them doing something with someone else because they're in there. But what if they are doing something with someone else
I'm talking about
in
another
there?
woman. I'm talking
I'm
about another
not.
woman.
I'm
That's a different
not.
I know you're
conversation.
not. So that doesn't
No,
matter to them. They concerned about
that would matter
being
to
with
me,
another woman.
and I would be concerned about him being with another man.
Well,
That's
even in
definitely a different perspective. I mean, but a true
it's,
perspective because we know that takes place.
I mean,
Mm,
he could be with another woman inside of the prison too.
Well,
yeah,
yeah. But I'm talking
That
about
does
in
happen.
their mind. They're
that there's no
thinking that
place
there's no
else
other women that they have to be
deal with.
in competition with.
Mm,
I'm thinking about the mind of an insecure woman because,
mm.
Yeah,
being
I,
in that
I,
situation.
I
Well,
get
like
I
Um,
hear you.
hmm
Mm.
like Joe
But I'm
said, there
gonna
are
go back to
women
the
in the jail that
question
are
posed.
the officers
Well, yeah.
who do.
I'm gonna go back to the question posed. Would I, could I, or have I dated a person that's incarcerated?
Hmm.
That long that line.
okay. Is this Professor Joe coming
So
out?
would you?
Um, to the best of my
I-
knowledge, I haven't. To the best of my knowledge, I haven't. But my perspective on it is that sometimes I would think, this is just me speaking, you may not
Hmm.
know if a person may have been incarcerated until you
Mhm.
get to know them. If you meet them, you
No,
don't know what they're. Wait a
I'm
minute. Let
not
me
me.
finish, if you don't mind. Hold,
Just that.
please.
That's
Wait,
a
Let
wrap.
her
case
go.
case
It's
search
over,
when I
buddy.
first meet you. I'm gonna know.
that's what I'm saying. Let me get my comment out with you. She'll make me eat it all up.
Okay.
Research
You might not know if you're
marylandjudicial.com.
walking down the street or you're in a grocery store, wherever you meet this person at, and they say hi or whatever the case may be. You
Mhm.
might not know that complete background on them until after you have met them. As Tish just said, you do a case search on them
Mhm.
to find out that they may have been incarcerated years ago when they were young, or however the case may be. Um, Liability standard. That's my professional part coming out of me. The case study part you do on the individual. From a professional standpoint, you know how we talk not to incriminate ourselves. Um, Sometimes you have access to do things and to research people
Mhm. Yeah.
that you
Mhm.
meet just to be safe and protected as women, depending on the
Absolutely.
choice of career that you have selected. That was the
Mhm.
professional part coming out. And
Mhm.
so for me, it is not a preferable choice of mine. So I have not. It is not a I can't say that I would hold it against the individual um personally per se. Um but I haven't. I'm gonna leave it at that. I think I'm about to leave it at that, but I haven't. But I do know some people who have. I've seen some good and I've seen some bad.
Mhm.
And coming from that line of career, now I talk me, we gonna talk. Coming from that line of career, I've seen good and I've seen bad. It works for some people and it doesn't work for others. Like you all were talking previously, the control of the mind and to manipulate and to be the opportunist to get what you want from a woman or from a man, vice versa, because I've seen it from both sides. It happens.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it happens on a regular and it's easily done. So for someone to ask you to send them a book, magazine, or whatever the case may be, so that they can study to do a case study of the mind, it's because they have a lot of time on their hand. And
Mhm.
having that time on that hand, which McCon will let them know what to do to get you to do for them
Oh,
while they are
absolutely.
there.
Yeah.
And when they come home, basically you've built them up. You bite them because they will
Mhm.
keep what you send and bank it, and so they can actually come home and probably be well established,
Mm,
So
mm-hmm.
very well
Joanne,
established.
question. So the ones that you're saying that you saw worked out, were they relationships that was already in place prior to going
That's what I wanted to
to
know.
jail, or they met while the person was already in jail?
The pen
Yes and
pal.
no.
Okay.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Some of the ones that were already established beforehand, um, I believe worked because of the investment of time beforehand. The
Right.
one that I know that worked
Mhm.
out afterwards, I believe that it worked out is because both of them was the same. Because she
Mm.
did time and so did he.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Well,
okay.
yeah,
And
Okay.
that's
so they it became so
mutual.
mutual. You
Mm,
understand?
yeah.
Became so mutual, and so it was like they were so relatable to one another. So
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I can see
it,
why.
it
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
I
it
can
see
was
that.
see
so
why.
relatable to one another.
You know.
However, she he didn't know she did the time. She kept it from him. He
Oh,
found out later,
So
which was
you never saw one where the person met them while they were already incarcerated. They had never been to jail. You never seen that work out.
not really.
Okay.
Like the
Not
jailhouse
really. I've seen them
weddings that we see
date,
some of the
but I didn't
pictures.
see I haven't seen the longevity of it.
Right, right. Yeah, the
Not the
longevity of
longevity
it.
of it.
Yeah.
I see. I've seen them still be friends. I know a female and a guy who has been locked up a very long time, and him and the female, they are still good friends. If anything, he said he respect her because she did stand by his side,
Yeah.
but relationship wise, once he
Mhm.
came home, it didn't work out. But they're still good friends. But he said he respects her because she stood by him. But I do take it
Mhm.
back. Let me take
Now,
one thing
was it
back.
his choice? Was it his
Huh?
choice that they weren't together? Or was it hers? Was it his choice or hers?
You know what? They didn't have the
Because
one
somewhere
thing
in
that I
there,
do know.
somebody has to outgrow somebody.
The one thing that I do, she settled. She kind of remind me of that settled woman where she know what she want and where she's going. So she kind of like point him in the direction of what he needs to do. And so she was already somewhat settled and established, and she taught him or showed him how to find his way. And so in finding his
Okay.
way, it wasn't it's just like they grew their own way. She was there and he began to grow, and he was going somewhere that she felt like she was here. She didn't want to go that way. To
Hmm.
me, that's what I see. And I still talk to both of them. But I do take it back because I do know a female and a guy who are married now, and he was incarcerated, and their relationship is really a very silent, silent marriage. And he's such a jokester. He's I love this dude. He's funny as can be, but he keep it so very real. So I do know a couple. And he was incarcerated a long time. Matter of fact, I met him in my incarceration. Why he in my incarceration in his incarceration.
Okay,
I
Um,
was
Joanne,
ready
you
to
got
say,
something to
wait a
tell us?
minute,
Case search,
because
Joanne.
Miss JoJo.
because
Do a case search.
sometimes
What's your
when
alias?
you doing that work, you feel as though you've been locked up too. But I've met
Mm.
him a few times in my encounter in my career, and when he getting his record cleared and coming back through and everything, I knew people call me by my last name. I know I've encountered them somewhere through my career. You don't call me by my first name, is I probably don't know you on a personal level. But if you're calling me by my last name, it's probably because you had some jewelry,
Of that
got
career.
some jewelry from me, and
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
he always cracks some jokes all the time. But he was like, I got my life right. He said, you used to treat me greasy. You used to do this, you used to do that. He said, some vulgar words too that I won't say because we're on this podcast and we're family friendly here. And
Mhm.
he used to say some things that were unbelievable. He was like, but I appreciate it. I think it changed my life. I was
Oh,
like, well, I'm
that's
glad you're doing all right and everything. But he always cracked those little jokes whenever we out around a lot of people. I be like, this boy is crazy. It's like being around a Bernie Mac or somebody. But that's a relationship that I do know that is working out. They've been
I
married now,
think
I
we
think
see a lot of stuff on TV with being the negative part of it. Like a few years ago here, we had the young man who
a
had several
lot of,
women
and that's what I was getting ready to say.
that were pregnant in the
Mhm.
system, and you're like, what in the hell did he have to offer these young
And there
ladies that
was
everybody
wanted to
was
have his
sleeping with?
baby. All of how?
It was like six of them, was
I
it
don't
six of
know.
them? And I'm like, what did this man, and he's in jail, what could you offer these ladies who are working these hours to make money to take care of their children that they already had? What could you possibly offer? What kind of support, what kind of emotional support could you offer me while you're in jail
Mm.
like
I think
that?
Tish said it. I
And
think
Mm.
and
Tish
they
said it
they were
earlier.
they knew where he
Well, they
was
were young,
24/7.
Oh yeah.
but they apparently didn't
Self-esteem.
have all of his time 24/7 because it must have been
Oh.
only when they worked
Mm.
because
But it, I mean, I don't know if were these women okay with all. I don't know. Did they go on a notion thinking that they were the only one having this child by his man,
I think they
or
mostly all knew about each other. He was supposedly a gang leader, and he
hmm
had all kinds of other financial things going on throughout the system, as well as some other officers allegedly. I remember for a guy I know, he retired early. Quite a few of the officers retired early from the system because they had started letting so many of the young ladies come and work there, and that's when they decreased the age to 21. So you had these young ladies who were, it was 18 or 21, who were coming off of social service or did the program to come off social service, and they put them into a jail center, I mean, into the jail. And these young ladies who had
Um,
no father or no male figure to, encourage them or teach them anyway, and they wind up in a system with all these men who were ready for them to manipulate
mm,
them, and
mm.
they did that to a lot of them. And so these correctional officers that I know, they the ones who could retired early to get out of the system because it was they felt like they were being placed in danger because you have these immature, emotionally abused young women being placed in a system to police grown men or very manipulative,
Mm.
dangerous criminal type people who were looking forward to these young people coming in there so they could manipulate them. And they did. My
Mm.
own personal belief is that's probably how some of the jail got
That was, mm.
as corrupt as it did with allowing people in there with the inexperience that they had to police career criminals.
What was the magic word about the
Money,
conversation?
money, I love you.
Uh,
Think about it.
and that might have been just the three magic words that they
Hmm.
needed to hear.
I
You
love you.
know.
You smart. You pretty.
acceptance.
Yeah. When you're missing a piece and someone dangles it in front of you, you're gonna go towards that. I
Oh.
mean, it's a lot of broken people out here.
Oh,
And
I will never forget when they said that the young ladies were sneaking marijuana and cokes, the cell phone, the whole big cell phone. When they had to close down something over top of there to the jail to
The
block,
tower.
yeah, to block the tower
They
so
had
that the
to
phones would
they
go
had
off.
to add something
Yeah,
So
to
many.
block them.
yeah.
They had to add something to block the signal or
Hmm.
something. I
mm,
They
remember.
had
Put
so
the
many
scanner so
cell
you could
phones.
use your cell phone.
Yeah,
mm,
like
Mm.
I would have things about doing something like that. I mean, yeah.
Inmates, what do you mean?
I don't know. No, no, these were the off. These were the young officers who were bringing those phones into the inmates. Like, weren't you afraid you were going to go to jail? Like, I'd be afraid I was going to jail.
yeah.
It's
I guess
okay.
I guess
Mm-mm.
I could answer the initial question now. I
Okay.
thought I thought one of y'all would say something that would entice me to,
Uh-huh.
get somebody to call me collect, but
What do you
But
need to
I
hear?
haven't heard anything that would, make me run up my phone bill like that. So
Let's
my
see.
answer, my
Okay.
answer to the question is heck no. Now I will say I will not be looking to start a relationship with someone that is currently incarcerated.
Oh, we had such high hopes.
I mean, I was waiting, y'all, like nothing y'all saying.
Well, how about the
rung
muscles?
that
How about
bell.
the muscle building?
Because they
Nah.
take some nice
Look,
pictures. You ain't seen their
Look, let me
pictures?
tell you, they got all these gyms out here. I see muscles everywhere I go. So that ain't
How
doing
about
it.
Oh, wait a minute. Got to be
the
something
clean
else.
teeth? The clean teeth.
Nah, people
Uh.
getting implants and stuff now. Teeth looking all straight and good. That's not enough.
Dang.
But
Nothing?
no, but
Stability.
no, no,
Se-
nothing.
Security.
Yeah, so I'm gonna call security on them. But
Continuity.
yeah, so no, I wouldn't date anyone that is currently incarcerated.
No.
But
No, I wouldn't date anyone that was in jail or prison for murder, even though they out now. No, I wouldn't date that person or any kind of violent crime. No. Now, if you did some, no, I'm not even.
What about bank robbery?
No.
No bank robbery.
Well,
Oh, they
was it armed robbery? Was it armed robbery? Now, if it wasn't armed robbery and they went to the federal, yeah, or some white collar crime, a little bit embezzlement.
oh, okay.
I don't know.
Prison is prison.
Well,
He was
all
trying
right,
to
so-
feed his kids. I don't know. He was trying to feed the community. He took a little off the top. Maybe.
Not off the top.
Yeah, off the top, in the middle, But yeah,
Well, what if?
can't be no violent crime. No, can't do that.
All right. So what if you've been with somebody for
Mhm.
6 months, maybe close to a year,
Mhm.
and you see some promise in the relationship, and then
They
he gets
snatched
carted
this.
off to jail?
It depends on what it's for. Like I said, violent crime, no, I don't care. No, we could been together for 5 years. You kill some, okay, bye.
Officer, come and get him,
Alright.
officer. He lives right here.
You could be
Now,
next. Now.
You see his name on
yeah.
TV.
And I just don't, especially at this stage of the game, at this age, I just don't want to fool with none of that. I just don't.
You don't want a pen
No.
pal?
No. I can pen pal the man laying in the bed next to me. We can pen pal each other. You don't have to be on vacation.
You have a call
one with-
from
the-
Maryland Institutional Correctional System.
No. Now, if one
Please
of my,
press 1.
Goodness gracious.
now if one of my friends,
Mhm.
went to jail, of course I would communicate with them, not on a regular basis. Like, you're gonna run up my phone bill.
Just like, well, what you're not gonna do is run up this bill. Now,
Right.
we cool and everything, but the
Yeah.
bill is something
I mean, it
different.
would be even better if you called someone else collect and then had them three-way me in. That would be even better.
There's some
Something that they're not
promise there.
supposed to do.
Huh?
Something that's not supposed
I
to
know
be
they're
done.
not supposed to, but they do it.
They blowing in phones. And some
Yes.
more stuff so it can't get tracked.
Right.
Does that
That would
work?
be even better.
Does that work?
In some cases it do, in some cases it don't. If it's court and everything, it'll disconnect the calls. Or they just put an
Wow.
alert saying that you
I
accepted the
wouldn't
call
know
and they
that.
may be doing something illegal because they got more than one person on the phone. So now people gonna be watching your
Ah.
number too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
that
it's
sounds too much
another
like
thing
I'm
that-
going to jail.
it's one other thing that I probably would stick around for if they went to jail for that. like insider trading. Yeah, I'll stick around for that.
After you done made your money.
You know, my thing is like that's not really a crime to me. Like, you know, because
No.
they got the inside tip to make money. Come on now, how many people do that on a regular and don't get?
What if he's married to multiple people?
Oh, you gotta go.
And he going to
But
jail?
he's your bae. Yeah, he going to jail.
Oh no. I mean, because you can be married. I mean, it's. I mean, you know, in some.
Wait a minute.
Some, I would say,
Like, but
cultures, they could be married to multiple people. So,
okay.
you know. But no, I don't want to be with anybody that's married to multiple people. No. I'm not sharing you with no one.
At all. Today, tomorrow, or any day.
No
at
one.
all.
No,
Please
I'm
submit
not
your
sharing
list
you
for
with that.
things that Letitia would date. And
Yes, this is not.
Submit your list.
I'm not living that polyamorous life. No.
No.
But I mean, that's
Wow.
on a serious note, though. I mean, there are some people out here that are attracted to men or women that are incarcerated. I don't know if it's a thrill or whatever.
I think
it
so.
is, but there are people. I mean, I'm not
Absolutely.
knocking it. There are people who are attracted to those who had that. I mean, that are in that life, that's in the revolving door, going in and out of the penal system.
Right.
I mean, if that's your thing, who are we to knock it? But I mean, I would say be careful. I mean, because there are a lot of people, you know, as Tracy said, you know, there's a book that you can read to study the minds of how to manipulate a woman and how to manipulate a man just to get what you want.
Yeah.
And they're just going to use you somewhat, as we know, as a doormat. And then once they get out, they're going to be about their business. And you don't want nobody that's behind the walls, that the state is already taking care of, banking your money that you working every day with. And then they're going to come home because you done made their whole bit, because that's what they call it, a bit. And you putting money on their books. And once they come home, they got a fat bank account. And it's the money that you put on the books, you and every other person they manipulated. And I mean,
And it's usually more than one. You're not the only one.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
more than one. I don't care what they say. Everybody has a different day to visit.
Absolutely.
You can only come on Mondays.
So like I said,
That's my only day.
The ones on the outside, they think they have the control, but they really don't. They really don't. And let me just be clear. When I said that I would take somebody inside of trading and all that, that's only if I was already dating them and they went to jail for that. That's
because you know you're going to get a lot of responses.
Right, I'm not meeting anybody that's in federal prison right now. No,
you're gonna have our YouTube channel blowing up.
No.
I want to talk to one.
Letitia. You know the one that said, she said, I'm gonna be her pen pal.
We
like
really gonna be popular.
And I don't want anybody that got state issued jewelry.
This you said, tell a friend. Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
I ain't got nothing else to do.
Oh my God.
She likes, subscribe.
Now, did Tracy answer the question?
No, she put the question out there.
I'll put the question out there. No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I've had family members who have spent a good amount of time there, and it's not something I choose to visit from the inside nor the outside. I pray the best for everyone. Y'all know that's my staple saying. But no, I'm not interested. If we're together, you go to jail, like Tish said. I pray you didn't do it. I can't say I'm gonna be around to support. I've seen that go wrong 99.9% of the time. And no, I would choose not to be a part of that. I don't think I can do jail. So, no. But for the women who do, you some strong sisters. And for the men who do, y'all some strong brothers, because it definitely takes a special kind of brother that can, or man, that can sit behind, beside a woman. Now that brings another question: would I want a man to support me if I went to jail? Absolutely, yes. I need some support. I need, please
Shoe
put some
being
money
on the
on
other
my
foot.
books. Please put some money on my books because I would definitely have to pay my way.
My
Mhm.
commissary, let me fill up my commissary.
I'm definitely gonna have to pay my way to jail. So please, Newport, Salem's, Winston,
I'm gonna try to do everything possible not to go to jail.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that would. I guess I would want the support, but I don't know if I would be the person that could hang around and give that kind of support because it
Yeah.
definitely requires a lot of dedication, a lot of patience,
Mhm.
and
Because
yeah.
I know I'm the type of person that if I even think that you coming to get me to take me to jail, I'm I'm in another country. I'm somewhere.
I think that's
You
what
ain't
it
going.
takes. It goes back to Tish statement when she said, it really depends on what it is that you're actually doing to even have to be sent to jail.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You have your misdemeanors and then you have your hardcore crime.
Right.
And so, but you have these people that do it as a repetitious thing.
Yeah.
That's your lifestyle to keep going in and out of jail. You get locked up, you go to jail. Do you learn the lesson? Are you
Mhm.
rehabilitated from it and everything? You don't make this a lifestyle of being incarcerated as
Mm.
opposed to, I learned my lesson. I'm gonna get out here and do better for my life. That's not your revolving door. But you have some people where that is the lifestyle that they choose. They come out here and they
Mm.
keep doing the same thing. They keep going back and forth to jail to want somebody to take care of their grown tail. You're a grown man or woman. Get out here and do what you need to do so that your mother, grandmother, whomever else not taking care of you, or you're not playing on somebody else's welfare and
Right.
everything, causing them sickness and pain because they're
Mhm.
trying to take care of you, or they thinking that you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
love them after the bars. What's that? Love after jail.
What?
Mm.
But then
Love after lockup. That's a
Yeah, there you
uh,
show.
go.
that's a
Yeah.
show.
Yes.
But there are some people who, that's all they're comfortable with is I get out. This is not. I gotta go back in. It's
But they don't know. They say
three
it's a
hots and a
different
cot.
place. It's a
That's it.
city
Three
within
hots in a
itself
cot.
there. It's a city within itself there from
I
everything
knew
that I've been
someone.
told. And there's a rank, there's mothers, there's fathers, there's city blocks. It's what they are used to. And functioning out here for
Yeah.
them is just no longer
Mhm.
an option. And as
Yeah.
crazy as it sounds to us, I mean, there is that thing where you become institutionalized, and it can be
Mhm.
jail, it can be a hospital, it can be a nursing home, rehab center. It can be a lot of ways that people can be institutionalized, but that is one of the most prominent ways to be. And they are no longer able to function out here. So they do
Yeah.
things to stay in there where they're comfortable and they function. And there they may have rank and people respect them. On the
Mhm.
street, they mean absolutely nothing to you and I.
Absolutely.
That's
You
why
know.
it's so
But
dangerous when they put out young people in prison
Hmm. Hmm.
for really minor infractions.
And at a very young age,
Yeah, because that's
mhm.
what will
and treat them as
happen.
adults.
It's
Yes.
a
They
high
do
percentage that
become.
that will happen.
Hmm.
You know, it's just
Um.
bad.
I'm. And I know someone who he just was never comfortable being out. He was in there so long till he would let people know, all right, I'm going back in, would do things so that he could go back because he just could not manage out here. It was too much. It was like
Hmm.
an overload.
Hmm.
So,
Told
he
what to
just,
do, when to wake up, when to go to sleep, when to
and that's
feed,
what he
when to.
was used to.
And
That's
yeah,
what he was used to.
out here you like I got figured out on my own. It's like it's too much. Like you said, system overload. And
Mm,
it's not what we would like for any individual, but unfortunately that is how they have been conditioned to think.
yeah, that's unfortunate though.
Mhm. And that can take us to down another road to the demise of, generations and or other races.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm,
Yep.
yeah.
It's
Well,
just,
that's all that I have, unless you ladies have more
Some
interesting
people like
conversation.
it. Mhm.
huh? What'd you say, Joanne?
I said some people like. I said some people really like it though. I mean, they really like it. I hadn't seen these women and some of they get like their best dress. They come inside the penal system to see these guys. Some of them never met them before. I mean, it's like the blind date. Like
Oh,
they
What?
excited. I'm like, like
So
it,
how does And that's what I'm trying to figure out. How does that work? I'm talking to my buddy. Yeah, my buddy said he want to meet you. So you come. I told him about you. Just come on in and visit
Yeah, they
him.
put them on that
How do
list and
they?
they come visit. I mean, that's how they working it out. I mean, that's how they. This is just the dating game working in any life.
I'm just wondering how they become connected. Is it I make a mistake and call somebody number? Wait a minute, hold on. You sound cute. I did have that happen. Somebody, I'm like, do I know this person call and collect? And
You accept,
then, they don't even know you because I thought it was someone
you
else.
accept.
It could
I
be
don't want to
some-
say,
it
I
could
don't
be
want to say
somebody
their
that they
name.
know on the outside that they got
Yeah,
friends in there or
Yeah.
family members and
yeah,
it's connected like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it ain't hard to do. They doing it all the time.
So
Well, wait.
let me straighten Joanne out. Listen,
What?
listen, Joanne.
Wait.
I
what?
knew somebody. Let me get her straight.
Miss
Stop laughing,
Cindy.
Joanne.
What happened,
No,
Miss Cindy?
listen. Can't
Y'all
say
didn't
that
catch
no.
that, Tracy and
What?
Tish.
No, I didn't.
No. If she shut up and
Because
listen,
she's trying
All
to
right.
clean it up right now. Go
I
ahead.
knew someone that was in there,
Mhm.
and he would use other people's cards or something to try to reach out.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking that this was this child, and it wasn't.
Mhm.
And I'm like, well, who are you calling for? Trying to figure out who they calling for. Sound like I'm calling for
But you
you.
accepted a call.
And it's like,
Oh.
yes, because I thought that it was someone else.
You accepted the call.
Yes, I
Choice.
did. Because again, I thought it was someone
It was the
else.
choice.
And I definitely had to accept, because if it were and I didn't
Take this
accept,
and
then I would be nervous not knowing.
The
So
choice.
Right.
the person that was in there, yes, it was my choice
Yeah.
because I thought it was this person.
So
So
somebody got that information
needless
and
to
they see your
say,
number laying around in somebody's cell, and they was like, let me call this little sugar mama up and see if she's on the list that we could just call and just pass around. So he was like, so I'm calling for you. You picked
Mm.
up. What up?
had to pick up. Had to pick up for
Yeah.
this
So
he
one
had, so he
time.
had to try. I'm
So
calling
what
for
did
you.
he say when you said who you want?
Well, he said it's probably you. So when I realized that this was not
said
the person I
probably
thought it
you.
was supposed to be, then I
Mhm.
disconnected the calls.
When did you realize it?
After they say, well, who are you? So
Oh, so you
they
had
don't know
to
my
say it was
name.
probably you.
If I said, who is
More coming
this?
out in this
I said,
conversation.
who is this? And they said, well, who you wanted to be?
See, it's a lot coming
Mhm.
out now.
So
Mm.
when we finish this,
It's on.
My girlfriend telling it herself.
I'ma
Come on, what
have
else
to-
you say?
let me
Say
something.
hi, Chuck.
Trying to find something.
Say hi.
Just- Oh,
What's his name?
Say hi, Chuck. Look, say hi.
Chuck.
Hey Chuck.
Hi, Chuck. You on the outside, Chuck? I
They
can talk
can't
to
hear
you.
you.
Hey Chuck.
Oh, look
Aww.
at him. He look like he just wants you to rub him. It's like I'm coming over here to see.
Aww.
He's beautiful.
Yeah, well, Tracy, thank you for that topic, girl.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know where it was going to go.
We're gonna
I
have to
didn't
hurry up so
either.
I can clear Joanne.
But like I said,
We had to
I
keep
you
it
know,
cleaner though.
yeah,
It was
because
clean.
I was waiting for y'all to to say something for me to like yeah,
Mhm.
this is the road I shouldn't be going down, but no. But I
No.
appreciate it. Yes.
We weren't doing scared straight. We couldn't
No.
do scared
Lord
straight.
have
This is a
No.
family
or
channel.
cell block 8.
Right.
Oh, I'm scared of that. Anyway, thank you
All
guys.
right. Well, yes,
Thank
thank you for
you.
that. So we're gonna move on over to the voice of the community.
Mm.
And I'm gonna start it off by letting everyone know who our MVP of the week was. and it was Miss Debbie Allen. Yes.
Well deserved.
Just like her sister, she
Mhm.
is
Alicia.
multi-talented
Yes, she is.
and she has a grace about her. She's such a lady. Um, and she was one this reason that I picked her is that she was honored at the Kennedy Center Honors this year.
Oh, nice.
So yes, that's like a really top
Mhm.
honor to get. Um
Mhm.
Hmm.
and yes, I just love Debbie Allen. She married one of my favorite basketball players, Norm
Mhm.
Nixon. Oh, I love him so much.
Hmm.
Um, and I've always wanted to like dance at Debbie Allen's dance studio. And since the
Mhm.
pandemic, she started doing stuff on
Uh-huh.
IG, and
I
I was
saw
like,
that.
I get to dance with her. So
I saw
yeah, so
that. Mhm.
I really love her. All the way back from Fame, from
Mhm.
Good
Yes.
Times, and everything.
Mm.
Yeah, so
I
I love
remember
Debbie
those.
Allen. So yeah, she
I
was out there
saw.
the other week.
I didn't know that she had a series on. For when
For
she
dance.
prepares dancers. Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Oh
her. It
yeah,
was just. It was refreshing to know that her daughter had to audition too.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was like, wow. All right.
Mhm.
And she tell you
Yeah.
check your attitude at the door because if you think you
Hmm.
belong, then evidently you have had the wrong thought process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cute. It was really cute just watching her talk to the little teeny people all the way up to the teenagers
Hmm.
just the same. Talk to them just
Mhm.
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah,
mm,
so that
Oh,
was
Debbie, I'm proud. We salute you, Debbie.
yes,
yay.
absolutely.
And she's gorgeous too. And
And
she's so
yes,
pretty.
she is.
And she's so
So does
pretty inside and
anyone
out.
yes. So does anyone have any business shout outs tonight?
I thought I
I
did.
do.
I did
I
not come
do.
prepared.
Go ahead then.
So
There she go with them pauses. You can't pause on me tonight.
MVP podcast listeners, please excuse Miss Cindy tonight.
Oh,
Exclude. You want to exclude me?
Excuse, excuse, and
ain't
exclude.
ain't no excuses.
She is somebody else. The alter ego has arrived. Anyway, I'd like to give a shout out to a good friend of mine, Tori Brown. She had a dream and had a vision, and you know how we all fuss and fight and be like debating whether it's something we wanted to do. And so she was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I watched her walk away from her job just last month and said, you know
Mm.
what,
Mm.
I am going to
okay.
open up this space in Towson Town because the dream had haunted me. She said it has haunted me almost every
Mm.
day. And she said they got the space open in Towson. She was like, literally, I seen all of it laid out bit by
What?
bit. And
I know the
she
feeling.
went and she got the space,
All
and she
right.
talked to some different people and her husband, and it's called the Spotlight, and it's a selfie center, and she has all these different cubicles made up in all these different
Oh.
backgrounds, and you can
What?
come in, and whether you want to purchase 30 minutes, an hour, if you want to rent it out, if you want to do a whole photo shoot with all the different backgrounds, and you go in and
Wow.
you can, if you want to bring a photographer, fine, but you can just take your camera, your phone, and you can go to each station and just take all different types of
Wow,
selfies.
that's
It's called
awesome.
the
Okay.
Spotlight, and they have I heard that there's one in, I think, Arundel Mills and also in DC.
Mm.
um but I haven't been to any of those, and they said it's something that is like really going like crazy
Oh,
now, but to know that
wow.
we have one locally. And so I went to her grand opening on yesterday in Towson Town Mall, which is right here in Maryland, and right next to Macy's. And I
Oh,
went
Oh,
in,
wow.
and it
okay.
was absolutely phenomenal. The news cameras were there, people were in the
All
mall. It was
right.
like it was already having a line formed, and it was just the grand opening.
Wow.
So it
Okay.
was like really the models were in there, and like it was like some of the rooms were still being worked on. So I mean, it's being open. You know, she's going to open it up for people that may want to rent it if they want to do parties, or models
Mm.
that want to come do photo shoots. Because has 2 dressing rooms in there also.
Oh
So it's
wow.
excellent place. And you
Dang.
know, anybody that follow me on Facebook, y'all see I took a couple of
Yes,
shots.
girl.
Yes, I was gonna
And
ask you
Very
about
nice.
that.
in the
That was
card room, I had to
awesome.
let everybody see I was a 10. You know, I
That
took
I
was
it
know
to the
that's
cute.
card
right.
room. I'm a
That
10.
was cute. I thought that was
So
really cute.
and one of the cloud rooms. The cloud room wasn't completely finished yet, but I just love the ambience that you can just literally lay in the clouds.
Oh,
It's
okay.
different colors. It's so many things in there. So I wish I could just tell you all. I could have just took the panorama and show you all, but I want everybody to go to experience it. Because it was a great idea. And she said, as soon as I got there, she's like, I'm so glad you made it. She said, I told you I wanted to do this. She said, God, whatever I do, I'm either going to fall or I'm going to fly. And
All
yesterday
right.
she began to fly. And
That's
I'm
awesome.
excited for her in
Oh
the
Yeah,
spotlight.
yes.
that is
Congratulations.
beautiful.
Absolutely.
I definitely want to go there. 'Cause,
Wait a minute. What's her
Yeah.
name again, Joanne?
Her name is Tori Brown,
Toy Brown.
and it's called The Spotlight.
I'm trying to put it in my phone.
Okay. I like that idea. And it's so current because that's all the young people are doing.
Yes.
All they're doing.
It's
Man,
like a one
I'm
of them. Look,
mad.
I'm gonna let somebody else go. It's like you can stand in a circle and the ring go around you, and
oh
he
yeah.
just shooting the money up around you. She got a motorcycle in there, and she's going to change it. So it's like once you see something you like, you can do it because like within a week or a month, she changes the different
Oh,
scenery.
okay.
That's
So it's
nice.
always
Mm.
something different unless it's something that you are adamant about having.
Oh, that's
You know.
I
nice.
like
Okay.
that. I like that card one though. That was really pretty. I like that. I was like, go ahead, Joe. Look at her.
Mm.
Very
It
nice.
matched my outfit too. I was
It
like, they must have knew
did.
I was coming.
It
That
did.
was nice.
Big old card. I was like, okay, I should get that.
But did you notice everywhere that I went down, like when I laid down and when I
Uh-huh.
stood up, it was like 2 5s that equaled to 10
Mhm.
too.
Oh, I
On the
didn't pay that
floor,
any
No, I
Oh
mind.
didn't
2
pay
no.
5s that
attention.
equal to
No.
10. That's why
No.
I just knew I
Oh.
was a 10. Y'all know I'm a 10.
I know that's right. Yes. Yes. Mm.
That's right. And the thing is, if you don't think highly of yourself, no one else
Oh,
will.
there it is, right
Yeah.
Right.
there.
And then she had the sign. Did y'all see that poster? Hello, beautiful. Y'all know that's my
Mhm.
saying on my
Mhm.
phone. Hello, beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm like, she got hello, beautiful in here.
Yes.
You have.
Well,
That's all
good.
that's important.
We're gonna have to check that out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, did anybody else have any businesses to shout out?
Nope. That was enough right
All
there.
right. All right,
Mm.
ladies. So we about to wrap
Go,
up
Tori.
episode number 17.
What?
Woo, woo.
Yes.
Who
So
would have
any
thought?
last thoughts? Any last thoughts? Any last thoughts?
Save
I
your
do.
phone bill.
No.
Let's see. I do. I mean, like I said previously, during the message, I mean, we all have our views on incarceration and who we date. And life is full of choices, and we make our choices good or bad, and we learn from our lessons. But in any choice that you make, just make sure that you're making a choice that's a sound one for you. And manipulation is real. You do not have to give in to anybody's decision over your life. Make the decision for yourself, and don't bow down or make somebody think that they can tell you what to do, especially if they are behind bars. You have to still live your life. You're the one who's free, and they're
That's
paying their
right.
debt to the society for what they've done. And when they get out, grow from that point. But you don't have to pay. Let your life be locked up and you're free. That's what I. That's my
I
message
Mhm.
also,
to
to
everybody.
add on to that, I always say you should
Free.
not have to die so somebody else can live.
Yes,
So let that
Tracy.
Yeah.
sit. You should not have to die so somebody else can live.
Mm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And for those of you all who are incarcerated and y'all see this podcast, learn your lesson while you sitting there because it's a lesson in it. And there's a gift and there's something that you should be doing. So when you get out, you can do it. There's a business, there's a books, there's an entrepreneurship. There's something you're supposed to do. You did not burn all your bridges. There's somebody out here that's going to push you to get to your next level. Your life is not over. There's something else out here for you to do, and you won't be able to do it. Be encouraged.
Thank you
All
for
that she
that
said.
nugget of knowledge. Thank you.
Yes.
I love
yes,
it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, all right. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And all your family too. Tell them about
Letitia's
Mahogany.
taking notes.
I'm sorry.
Tell them about Mahogany Voices podcast. And go ahead over and like, share, subscribe, follow. And when you get over to YouTube, hit that bell so you can get the notifications when we upload our new episode. And don't forget, this is the most important piece. Come a little closer so you can hear me. Comment. 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 Let us know what you want us to talk about. Now, we're going to talk about some of the things you put in there. Now, we're not going to get all crazy, but let us know what you want us to talk about. We'll talk about, most things, but let us know in the comments. Comment. Get those fingers moving. Get those fingers moving. Okay, ladies. So I thank you as always. I appreciate y'all for riding this journey with me. As always, talk that talk and don't be afraid to use your voices for good, not evil. Continue to be the MVP in your own life. And until next time, peace.
See you later.
See ya.
Alligator.
See ya the next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I like that.